Here in Moultrie, this is what remains of this bell pepper crop after summer storms ripped through southwest Georgia last month. Storms that brought damaging winds, rains, and hail. According to Sam Watson, managing partner of Chill Sea Farms, the storms couldn't have come at a worse time, as the crop was just really getting started and caused them to lose 2/3 of their crop.
We had picked this pepper twice. The first picking was just kind of a little light crowning of the crop, just to kind of lighten the load a little bit. And then we had started the second harvest of this particular field, and then we didn't even finish that night when it started raining. The guys left, and then that was the night that the hail came, and it hailed from here all the way down to the packing house. It damaged this particular field of bell pepper. Just because of where the stage of the crop was probably where we suffered the most damage. We had damage in our eggplant, we had damage in our tomatoes, we had damage in cucumbers and pickles, and even a little bit of damage in our squash. Because of the stage they were in, the damage was not quite as severe, whereas here we probably lost, we're estimating somewhere around 60% of the crop.
From there, things only continued to get worse, as Watson says it began to rain and didn't stop for almost 2 weeks, causing even more damage and causing them to have to stop harvest on the crop.
We tried to salvage some of it, but we ended up having trouble. After the hail came, there was obviously rain, and then it rained for an additional 2 weeks. So what the hail did not destroy, we lost to just the amount of rain that we received and all the excessive moisture. And so we eventually just had to abandon this field and walk away from it and just basically leave. You know, when you harvest a crop like this, you've got to be able to harvest enough to pay the labor and to cover your costs of doing that. And the situation we were in was, there was not enough marketable product to harvest to pay the help and to package it and box it and then there again ship across the United States.
As difficult of a decision it was to just abandon the crop, Watson says that decision was made due to their bottom line and profit margins being so tight, as it would have been a complete waste of time, money, and resources to harvest.
The margins in what we do here in agriculture and farming are so small. And so, when something like this happens, you immediately have to figure out how we can save money or not spend any more money. And so that's where you immediately pull the plug, you walk away from it, you stop. You go on to something else. Unfortunately for us, it kept raining for about 10 days after the hail, and so we ended up sending a lot of our help back home. Their contracts were almost up anyway, so we decided to send them home a couple weeks early. So we got rid of some labor, and we just kind of walked away from this field altogether. We just had to, cut our losses, and that's all you can do.
Reporting in Moultrie for the Farm Monitor, I'm John Holcomb.